Hey, what's up, my Acers? And woo, the Sonic movie finally surpassed Birds of Prey in the box office, overall box office. And it only took 10 days from February 13th to 23rd. Yeah, today's the 23rd for the Sonic movie to beat Birds of Prey. Now, I wanted to wait until, this was official before I made a video on this celebrating everything. And, yeah, so I guess once again, all the hate and slander on an innocent movie proved futile and backfired. Like I said before, when will you guys learn? The same thing happened with the Joker, the same thing's happening with the Sonic movie. So yeah, I don't think you guys will ever learn, but that's amazing. I mean, Birds of Prey has been out since February 7th, so it's been out for 2 weeks, over 2 weeks now, and Sonic movie surpassed it in just 10 days. Domestically, it has over 100 million. And international. So basically, Birds of Prey only surpasses Sonic in its international box office, but that's only because the Sonic movie hasn't opened everywhere. There's still some countries like China and stuff that have not gotten this movie. So when the movie arrives there, it will make several hundreds of millions of dollars. I can't believe the Sonic movie almost has $250 million in the box office. That's almost 250 million. So that's amazing. So I guess the prophecy has been fulfilled. So I predicted this right since November. But I will admit I wasn't all right though. I had to change the title of my old video back in 2018. That video when I said Sonic fans think the Sonic movie is going to be good, LMAO. The original title, I changed it because of fucking snowflakes, basically. It was a toxic Sonic fan base is chasing Sonic tubers away. So I just changed it back to the original title because that's really what that video was about. It wasn't really about the Sonic movie. And also back then we had a reason to hate on the Sonic movie because we were just hearing a lot of bad stuff and the old design, and this was 2018. But yeah, ever since then I had an epiphany, and this was like around November when the new trailer came out, and I was like, this movie's going to surpass Birds of Prey. But we're lucky, everything happens for a reason, so I'm actually glad we got the bad design at first, because like I was talking about on my Twitter, if we had the good design of Sonic, the movie would have came out in November last year, and the movie would have been slaughtered. It would have been murdered by Frozen 2. No matter how good the Sonic movie is, there was no way Frozen 2 was going to lose. Frozen 2, I think it even made more money in its box office than the first one. It has over $1 billion. Yeah, the Sonic movie would have failed, and there would not have been a sequel greenlit. But now, it's doing good. I knew Birds of Prey would be no competition for this. It already has over $30 million more than Birds of Prey. Birds of Prey has 173 million so far. Sonic movie has 203 million so far. I've been refreshing Box Office Mojo every single day just to see it, the numbers, the figures change. So yeah, so the Sonic movie has more than broken even. Its budget, I think its budget was like 95 million or something. Yeah. And so it's broken even. It has over 200 million, so it's made some profit. Birds of Prey, on the other hand, needed at least 200 million to break even, and it hasn't even broken that. So there's definitely not going to be a sequel for Birds of Prey. But all is not lost though for DC, and I will get into that later. But first of all, let me explain this video why and how the Sonic movie beat Birds of Prey, because it just wasn't, oh, Sonic is great. It wasn't too long ago Sonic was ridiculed. I mean, Sonic still is the most ridiculed gaming franchise in history. So it had everything against it. It had every reason not to make this much money, but this is why I did it. Number one, heavy marketing since November from Paramount. Ever since they dropped the new trailer in early November, they were doing heavy marketing for Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, New Year's. I mean, I felt like the Sonic movie was out already. Like, they were marketing it so much. It was on billboards. It was on train stations. It was on subways, buses, airports. I mean, it was everywhere. You had to literally live under a rock to not see at least one advertisement of the Sonic movie. And let's not even talk about the multiple TV spots. I know the flip side, the negative side about it is that they kind of spoiled their movie because they showed a lot. But I mean, there were some scenes they changed anyway, like when Sonic is doing his little dance and saying, "I have no idea." When Tom the Cop asked him, "How are you not dead?" They changed in the movie to be flossing. Sonic flosses twice. I hope they don't do that again. One floss is enough. But yeah, so the heavy marketing paid off. Now, it doesn't always pay off. Some movies do heavy marketing and they still tank. But, because they changed the design, Paramount had that writing in their favor. So the heavy marketing. Birds of Prey, as I said before in my previous video, barely did any marketing. I don't know what they were thinking the movie would make before. Number two, Sonic movie did not alienate. The marketing didn't alienate anybody with interviews. It was very family friendly. You didn't see Jim Carrey or James Marsden or even Tika Sumpter, who plays his wife Maddie, Tom the Cop's wife. You didn't see any of them saying any controversial things in the interview, saying that, oh, the Sonic movie is only for gamers. Casuals aren't going to understand it. Matter of fact, girls, they should just stay at home because they don't really play video games. They only play mobile games. You didn't hear any of that shit. But in Birds of Prey, you were hearing Ewan McGregor saying, oh, this movie is a feminist movie. It's more for the females than the males. And, oh, yeah, this will definitely speak out against misogyny. That's going to alienate people because I know some of you people think, oh, it's only going to alienate the people that are misogynists. No. People who just want to go and have a fun time and not see gender politics or race politics in their films that are not supposed to have those will feel alienated and be like, I don't want to watch this movie. It's too preachy for me, like a Tyler Perry movie kind of preachy. And they'll skip out on it. That's a terrible way. And I think, like I said before, Disney and Disney and Warner Brothers, because Disney's not innocent for this too. They need to really seriously warn their actors on what they say in interviews. It's not just always don't say spoilers, but don't say anything controversial that will tick people off. You know, the only reason why Captain Marvel made a lot of money in the billing was because of the Endgame hype. I think if it was just by itself, it wouldn't have made that much money because of all the controversial things Brie Larson was saying. So yeah, and number 3, respect the source material. You know, not enough people mention this, but it's true. Sure, the Sonic movie takes liberties like the owl Longclaw. There's never an owl in any of the Sonic canon that raises Sonic as a child. But besides that, the movie has a lot of Easter eggs and respects the source material. It never takes a shit on Sonic's source material. Yes, Sonic's personality isn't as cocky and arrogant as he is in the comics or the games, but I'll let this pass because, you know, having people complain about how Sonic is so cocky in the newer modern games that he's unlikable, Sonic was wholesome in this movie. So they respected the source material. It doesn't have to be 100% accurate, just respect it. Birds of Prey, on the other hand, not only disrespected the source material, Birds of Prey has nothing to do with Harley Quinn. You know, there was missing a lot of key elements, key players in the Birds of Prey. It was more about Harley Quinn than Birds of Prey. It also had misleading marketing. Like I said before in my previous videos, you wouldn't know the story if you watched the trailer. So you got to respect the source material and have accurate marketing. There was nothing about the Sonic marketing that was like, oh, well, this is not how the movie was like. No, it was just, you know, they didn't reveal spoilers like Tails being in the mid-credits scene. And I'm sure you guys have known that by now. And another thing I want to talk about, you know, like when people say, oh, the reason why Birds of Prey failed is because nobody asked for it. I kind of hate that excuse because by that logic, nobody asked for a Sonic movie. You know, we've been wanting a Sonic TV show, a good Sonic TV show that's taken seriously. But we've never gotten that. But I don't see anyone who's ever asked for a Sonic movie. I mean, even the Joker movie. No one asked for a solo Joker movie. I mean, come on. I remember when all of us were like, this movie's not going to work. It's going to fail. You can't have Joker without Batman. And same thing with Venom. You can't have Venom without Spider-Man. Majority of movies are never asked for. They have to deliver. It's the movie's job to sell itself. It's the movie's job to work and to make people love it. So just because nobody asked for a Birds of Prey movie doesn't mean there didn't need to be one. There just needed to be a good movie, a good Birds of Prey movie. So yeah, so that's one defense I'll have for the Harley Quinn Birds of Prey movie. Now, what does this say for Harley Quinn? Is Harley Quinn dead? Hell no. You know, these comic book movies can release dud after dud after dud. The comic property, the IP, will never die. I mean, look at Batman. After Batman and Robin, Batman was on a hiatus for 8 years until Batman Begins came and redeemed the character. I mean, right now, Harley Quinn itself is a great character when she doesn't have an agenda behind her. You know, when she's just allowed to be her. I mean, look at the Harley Quinn show on DC. I don't know if it's on DC streaming. That's actually a pretty damn good show. I like that show. I actually saw a little bit of it. I'm like, yo, why couldn't Birds of Prey be like this? This is a good show. Also, Suicide Squad is getting a reboot by James Gunn, who's the director of Guardians of the Galaxy. It's going to be called The Suicide Squad. I think it's coming out next year, and Harley Quinn is going to be in there too. There's been some set pictures that leaked, and she actually has her traditional colors, red and black. So I can't wait to see her in that, so I know that's going to be good. But as for the Birds of Prey franchise, it's dead. They're not going to have a sequel to this. If they do it again, it's going to be a reboot, and we're going to have to wait a while. You know, after all, Suicide Squad is coming out next year. That's 5 years after the original 2016. So don't expect to see a Birds of Prey sequel for at least another 5 years. half a decade. So yeah, Birds of Prey franchise is basically dead in the water, but Harley Quinn isn't. So, but I do feel sorry for those few Birds of Prey fans. So, oh well. There's this guy I follow on Twitter called Crafter's Army, and he was actually posting a lot of ideas for the voice actors that he would like to see in the future Sonic movies. Like for Amy, he wants there to be like Anna Kendrick. You know Anna Kendrick from like Pitch Perfect and all that. She would make a great Amy. I'm even going to play their clips here.
Oh, that's great. You're the one guy who knows more about Bergens than anyone, but when we finally need you, you just want to hide here forever? I'm sorry. I should have listened to you. You told me not to throw the party, and I threw it anyway, and it's my fault they were taken, and now I don't know what to do. Solid burn, Branch. Well, thanks anyway.
Or how Scarlett Johansson could be Black Widow.
Did I step on your moment?
Hey, fellas. Either one of you know where the Smithsonian is? I'm here to pick up a fossil.
I'm in the middle of an interrogation. This moron is giving me everything.
That could work. After all, Rouge did sound like a 50-year-old prostitute back in 4Kids. I know Scarlett Johansson's voice almost sounds like that, but with proper voice direction, she could sound good. Or how Keanu Reeves can play Shadow.
Tell them. Tell them all. Whoever comes, whoever it is, I'll kill them. I'll kill them all.
I appreciate that. Give me your son. An opportunity to grieve unalone. And your son took that from me. Stole that from me. Killed that from me!
Or The Rock as Knuckles. Now that would be pretty cool.
I got your back, chosen one. Go save the world. Good riddance, you filthy pile of pebbles. Hey, I'm a demigod, okay? Stop that. I will smite you. The ocean doesn't help you, you help yourself. Tighten the halyard, bind the stave. Do you see my hook? No magic hook, no magic powers. Because it only appears after a human sacrifice. It was made by the gods. You can't fix it. Without my hook, I am nothing.
Although I think The Rock should be the president because, you know, there's a clip in the Sonic movie where Sonic's like, what year is it? Is The Rock president? So it'll be pretty cool and, you know, tongue-in-cheek if The Rock is president. But yeah, so how will Sega themselves as a company, how will Sega handle this whole Sonic movie hype? Well, we got to find out in the next video that I'll do about this, about Sega specifically. But I got to say, well done, Paramount. Well done for the success of the Sonic movie. And here's hoping it makes more than Detective Pikachu's box office in its complete run. You know, Detective Pikachu made about $432 million. I mean, the Sonic movie can definitely beat that. It's only been 10 days and it's already hit over $200 million. So here's hoping. Alright guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Remember to hit the bell to stay notified on every video I posted. And also, take a look at my previous video I posted on Sonic Rebound episodes 3 to 4 previews. You know, a lot of people have been commending the voice cast. You know, I really cast the characters well this time, and especially Shadow. Shadow is going to be voiced by Mardiculous or Evans, who also is behind Tails channel, so stay tuned for that. Alright guys, take care, and until next time, swag out.
All I know is gotta go flat. I've been